Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to take you on a tour of the 2024 Impression 330BH. This is going to be a bath and a half bunk model. With the back room, you can make a separate queen with a loft, or I could even see some people without kids using this as an office or possibly even a flex room for crafts. It's a pretty darn cool floor plan. All of the specifications and a link for the price will be down in the description. But let's go ahead and get this bad boy checked out. Gonna start on the inside, work our way around the outside. If you don't mind, take a moment and hit that like and subscribe button for me for daily RV content. I have a goal of reaching 75,000 subscribers here in 2024, and I would really appreciate your help. But again, this is the 2024 Impression 330BH, and let's see what you think. Right when you walk in, you're gonna have a little living room kitchen combo action. And what I really like is, and I know this is gonna sound silly, let me adjust my camera real quick, is, man, these lighting fixtures, I mean, that is just so cool. I could definitely see my wife absolutely loving that. I mean, I feel like we end up with so many crystals and different stuff at my house already that I could totally see her adding that, into our kitchen. But you get an island, and since you have dual opposing slides, a little bit of a shorter slide over here, you're going to notice you do get enough walk around room to where you don't feel cramped up. Plus, there's also going to be no carpet in the slides, which I know a lot of you guys like because it's a flush mount slide, and they added in that vinyl woven material, which is a little bit more high end. You have a table for four where you can sit down, play some cards, have some breakfast. You also get massive windows. And then something that I noticed that's a little bit different from the Impression, they actually use curtains as opposed to blinds. So drop a comment, let me know what you think about that. All of these do open up so you get a really nice breeze. And you got an emergency exit over here, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry if you need to. And you got a sofa. Even though you have the loft and that back bunk room, obviously a bedroom up in the front, you do have the ability to sleep, maybe that one-off guest or that extra grandkid that comes along with you. So that pulls out, makes a nice little sleeping area. It's also directly across from a fireplace that puts out enough heat to really heat the entirety of this room. Absolutely no problem with a TV that's on a really nice angle for viewing if you're someone, that's sitting on the couch or even on the dinette. So this island right here, you are going to get some outlets so that way you can plug in your devices. It's got that hard style plastic that wraps over, so that's going to keep down on cost and keep down on weight. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. I also like the fact that it wraps all the way around, so if you do spill something, you don't have to worry about it seeping into some of the cracks like some of the plastic countertops in a lot of these brands that I've seen. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with a high-rise faucet, a little snake doodad. Hitting those dishes from all angles. You also get a drying rack and a lot of storage here underneath the island as well. So you open up this, behind that panel, you're going to get access to your plumbing, but also a little bit of space, maybe for some like cleaning items, something like that. 3 of these pull-out drawers, so that way you can put all your stuff, maybe your utensils and whatnot. This slide right here is going to be just your cooking slide. It's a basic slide that has plenty of countertop space around your 3 stovetop burner. So 1, 2, and 3, so you can whip up all the fixings. You also have a window right here, which is nice for a good view, or even just catching a breeze, while you're cooking. Help suck out, some of that steam or some of the stink from whatever you're doing there. You also get an overhead fan, a Furrion microwave, and then storage on both left and right. And I like how it's got that textured look to it, or not textured look, it is textured. Storage on both sides, pretty deep drawers right there. And then you get that. You also get a little pull-out, maybe for some pots and pans, and an oven that's big enough to cook up, a pizza or some cookies. The Furrion 12-volt refrigerator is going to be 10.7 cubic foot, and that is enough to pack away, a week's worth of food, or so like that, or, depending on how your camping style is, maybe it's just a whole bunch of apple juice. So as we spin it around, we're heading back into that back bunk room. And boom, I like this room. Now this is not a completely new floor plan by any means, But usually people either put in a big clunky bed that just sucks up all the space, or a couch that doesn't really do you too much. I like this because it can fold out to a queen size bed. You also get a window in the back now, which has outlets and USBs on both sides. And then of course, you know, another window over here, which again, opens up, but it's also got the old Dracula shade, stop the old skin from sizzling. One thing I love about floor plans like this is you get underneath here, this is going to be your outdoor kitchen. This one's got a pretty good one with a griddle, but you also get a lot of storage, you know, for some hanging items. So whether it's going to be your kids or your craft room, you know, you got plenty of places to put stuff. You have a ladder that does expand out if you would like it to help you get up into this loft. And you got pretty good head height. I would say you're probably looking at maybe about 3 feet or so. And you see you got some shelving there in the back and an AC in here too. So you do have the dump valve if you want a little extra AC power instead of pushing it through the track. You can open that up and you're ready to rock. Place where you can put your TV backer, outlets, cable hookups. And then this is going to be your half bath, which has a porcelain throne sitting on an angle. So whether you want to be, you know, a friendly neighbor or just sit down and do your business, you're more than able to. Enough countertop space to be dangerous. You got a mirror to check out the old bowling gun. Bada bing, bada boom. Also here up top, you get a little bit of natural light with that skylight there. But pretty darn snazzy. I'm a big fan of this. I got 4 kids at home, and I could see us, you know, in a camper like this for sure. There's enough space, and there's also enough rainy day space too, which is important. You know, they can play their video games back in the bunk room. Me and my wife can sit out here, watch a TV, maybe get a little roasty next to the fire and cuddle up. But man, I just really like those light fixtures too. I just think those are just so neat. So if you need a couple places to put some, you know, dry storage, you do get plenty of that here in this floor plan. You got the motion sensor light. It's all held on with magnets. And then they left the bottom here pretty much opened up, which is nice. So you can put, you know, whatever you can think of. Again, you got that textured glass when that light's on. I think it has a nice little back glow. Jeez, oh Pete. More storage for more belongings. If you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for me while you got a moment. That'd be pretty special. So right here as you're walking into the entrance, you have floating steps for shoe storage. You also have a fuse box if something isn't working. It'll glow up nice and red for you. Both of your awning controls, and then your slide out controls right here along with your lights, and then your tank heaters, which is nice. So a lot of these RVs nowadays are putting on tank heaters, which is a 12-volt pad that goes on the bottom of your tank, so that way you can camp a little bit later or early into the season. 60K Suburban on-demand hot water heater. If you're not familiar with that by now, it's going to be pretty much the future of the RV industry. So that puts instant hot water, and it lasts as long as you have propane. And it gets excessively hot. So fair warning there. Another another porcelain throne, and then a shower that's big enough for a round belly like myself to fit in. No problemo. So for reference, you know, I am 6 feet tall, 300 pounds, and I can fit in here sideways, both ways. My head height's good. You're probably about 6'2" right here, and then 6'6" up in here. Mom, hello. Bada bang. Boom. I like how they have a little opening. I'd probably put like a little trash can in there. And then more access to your plumbing and more storage. And then the bedroom, I'm digging the bedroom. So north to south bed. Some love it, some don't. I personally have no preference, but I like what they did with the space. You get overhead, you get a little bit of storage both left and right, along with countertops and outlets, so that way you can plug in your CPAP machine. You also get some storage here underneath the bed, you know, as well. And you notice that it's held up by that strut system, so your hand's free there. But I love that viewing window up on the front cap. I just think that is super nice. You know, if you're somewhere with a good view, like right here, this is Funtown RV's campground where I'm recording all week. Great place. Pretty cool little view you got there. You have an AC in here as well, again with that dump valve. Prepared for the Wi-Fi extender and LTE booster, so you can get, you know, Wi-Fi on the road. A TV backer with the appropriate plug-ins. And then you have a closet with washer and dryer prep. So this is going to be kind of a mini slide right here. You got totes underneath, but you know, more hanging room space right there as well. But all right, guys, I think that about does it here for the inside portion of this tour. Now I'm going to head around the outside, show you where everything is located. But again, this is the 2024 Impression 330BH. And in case you missed it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank size, awning sizes, including a link for the pricing, will be down in the description. Dual entrances, both entrances use those more sturdy doors that hit, more sturdy steps that hit the ground. I also like how it's light and bright here on the exterior, so that's going to stop, you know, kind of the sun, the heat from kind of soaking into the sides. It'll reflect that a little bit for you. Here are your two marine grade outside speakers. They're going to be at just about shoulder height too, which is different. Usually they're up, so that's going to be at a better earshot, so you're not sending the noise over the campground, you're sending it at the campground. And then you have the linoleum flooring here. Solar charge controller, so you can see what the solar panels are doing. Your battery disconnect, welded at all points for the frame. And you got that aluminum in there as well, along with an apple juice bottle opener. Cable, hookups, heated and enclosed underbelly. It's got that rib armor too, which is nice. Comes apart in sections, not in one big chunk. You're gonna have dual axle tinted windows. Yeah, they call it the accessibelly. So some people call it rib armor. They're using accessibelly for this. You got an outside kitchen that's pretty darn nice with an LP Quick Connect there underneath, but Blackstones are all the new rave these days, so you know, you can either use this as a Blackstone. I don't know where I was going with that. You can use this as a Blackstone. It's a griddle. You know, whip up some eggs, some bacon, some burgers, some veggies, some tofu if you're like my sister. Maddie, if you're watching, I love you, but you got to change. You got to change. One time I had something, she made something called Seton. It's called Seton. It's like some, I don't even know what the material is, but she flavored it like a steak. And it was actually pretty good, but it's kind of different. Two awnings, one right here on the other side of that slide and one right here. So it splits over so you can utilize some of that campground. You also notice you do get a hitch and then a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof where you can check your seals, check your slides. Furrion observation camera prep. Basically get a 4.5-inch screen that you can suction cup right onto your windshield so you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. You also get a little holder right here for the old stinky slinky. Sewer connection. It's going to be where your dump valve is. And you got another one that's going to be right here. Back end of that hot water heater. Your 50 amp plug-in. And then the back end here of your pass-through storage. So hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower. You also got a holder, which needs to go right there. Freshwater connection, city water connection, all your cable hookups, and your little valve right there to shut some water off. And you are ready to rock. Propane behind this door, and you got storage underneath this to, you know, to put all your extras, the stuff that you don't want to get, you know, inside the camper. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 Impression 330BH. Have a great day. See you. Meow no 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 no